My name's Ryan.
I'm Victor.
R, V, and we're in Musical Odyssey.
Smart man. I know what love is.
I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me.
Anyway, so today we've got my brother's. It's my turn.
It's his turn. It's his
my
turn.
turn,
It's his
goddammit.
turn to critique. All right, and before we critique, I'm gonna give a little background on this guy. So, his name is XXX Tentacion. That's not his government name. I don't know his government name.
Are you
like
sure
that.
it's not his government? That sounds
No,
like
it's not
a
his
government name.
It's not his government name. I promise you. It's something that I completely can't. The first one, and he's got a long government name. I'm not trying to pronounce it. And we rocking that cheap Jimmy Bean.
Yeah, man.
We got money, but we don't got money, so we got to get this, and it is what it is.
Yeah, fuck it. It's good enough for today, goddammit.
Damn right. But with that being said, XXX Tentacion just recently passed away. Homie got shot. It's all bad. I've listened to a little bit of his music, some of the stuff that's came on the radio, and he's cool. He's all right. He's an all right artist to me. He's not on my top list of rappers. No, he ain't even close to the top list of rappers.
He's throwing me this weak shit starting it off, goddammit.
Yes. The reason why I'm really doing it is because, you know, I've heard a lot of people since he's passed away say, oh, he's the Pac of our generation, and that's simply not true. But what I will say is regardless of his past background, and it is pretty violent, beat his baby mama, blacked her eyes until she was blind in one of them. He turned a new leaf before he passed away. So he got right. I don't know if he got right with his baby mama, but he got right for himself. He got right for his family. He was starting to give donations out to abused women. So he acknowledged the wrongs that he did, and he even on video acknowledged the wrongs that he did. Homie's battled with depression in his lifetime. I'm calling him homie like I know him. The dude has battled depression in his lifetime. He's gone through a lot of rough stuff. He wasn't always famous. He came from the bottom and made it to the top. But with that being said, in his young life on this earth, he died at 20 years old. It's sad. He didn't get to live a full life out, and who knows, maybe he could have been a Pac of our generation. The reason why I'm speaking on him the way that I'm speaking on him is because out of all these mumble rappers that are out here, and out of all these people that like to call themselves rappers per se in this generation of 2018, I feel like lyrically sometimes he can deliver, and vocally sometimes he can deliver. He does have a little mumble in him, but I don't know. They do that freshman class of who's next for the hip-hop generation, and he was probably the best person on that whole entire list of people. I saw the mix of everybody that was doing their freestyles. Everybody to me was trash. He came on the rap, and they cut the record down. He wasn't even really speaking to nothing. It was just himself a cappella, and what he was saying you had to really tune into and listen to. He forced you to listen to it, excuse me. He forced you to listen to it, right? Because there's no instrumental, so you're just like, okay, what is he saying? And he was woke. That's the best way. That's what these young cats say nowadays. He was woke. He was woke. So with that being said, a song that he came out with roughly maybe 3-4 months ago before his passing, rest in peace. Guys, Kansas City, world, we got to stop the violence. We got a lot of people out here that are not able to live up to their potential, and it's a shame. And we got a lot of people of our past that were able to live up to their potential, and it's a shame. And at the end of the day, when you're able to reach such a pinnacle in life, especially at a young age, and you have such a high voice to yourself to change people's outlooks, or not even necessarily change people's outlooks, but have the world watching you. You know, there's a lot of people that they did feed off of his music. They feed off of the people of the past music, and it does change their life. It speaks to them in a positive manner, makes people that are thinking negative look in a positive way. People that are dealing with suicide, maybe those lives can be changed through those people. You know, it works out in all kinds of different ways. But anyways, again, XXX Tentacion. We're gonna get this started.
Yeah.
Let's get it, man.
So, for those of you who don't know, the way we like to do it on this channel, we're going to play the whole track through, so I get the opportunity to really listen to the lyrics and the music, and then afterwards we'll go back, cut through the parts I like, didn't like, whatever we're talking about, and I'll give you the reaction there. So if you've already heard this track, really want just the reaction element of it, I'll put the marker down in the description so you know where that part of it starts. For the rest of you guys who haven't heard this track, like I said, we're going to let this play through so you know we can all listen to it together, really give it a good listen.
And before we play this track, don't be sensitive. We're going to roast. We're going to be real. If it's trash, it's trash. Again, I don't listen to this guy like this. Honestly, this is probably the second time I've heard the track.
Yeah.
I really haven't had a chance to like listen to it. I more so chose the track just because I like the beat. So this is my first time. I feel like this is something we're gonna edit together. I'm looking forward to hearing this dude's opinion. He's gonna be ruthless.
Well, all right, so here we go. Without any more bullshit, we're gonna get this thing rolling, see what's happening.
Let's get it.
All right.
Smart man. I know what love is.
I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. God gave her everything, she took my heart and left me lonely. I think broken hearts contagious. I won't fix, I'd rather weep. I'm lost and I'm found, but it's torture being in love. I love when you're around, but I fucking hate when you leave. I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm not afraid to let go. You decide if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah.
So that was it.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Just under 2.5 minutes.
Honestly, in the hip hop game, especially nowadays, that's exactly what it is.
Honestly, man, like you know, I didn't hate it. I'll put it that way.
Right.
I mean, you never know what you're going to get with this kind of thing. But I'm not a huge fan of the delivery, but I definitely wouldn't. It's like on the border of mumble rap, but it's definitely not. So I like that. Like I'm glad we had the lyrics though, because at first I probably wouldn't have caught everything he was saying.
Honestly, the first time that I heard it, I heard the lyrics for what it was. But that last "I'm sad and low," I thought he said, "I'm siding on you." I was like, I'm siding on you. But then again, I listened to it without the lyrics.
Yeah.
But with that being said, on my end, I've heard a great deal of his music beforehand on the radio, and again, I felt like his delivery this time wasn't as it should have been. I definitely feel like he could have did more to the song.
Was this lazier than it usually is? They kind of have that, but I think that may have been intentional. I mean, it depends on whether or not, you know, how much credit we want to give these guys. So you never know. Maybe that's just how we did it. But like, you know, the video's called, or the track is called "Sad," and so perhaps that kind of lazy or light delivery that he was offering was to kind of emphasize that sad feeling. You know, like, you know, if you're sad, you're not giving that full energy. You know what I mean? And so,
and even then, if you pay attention, it was lazy in delivery lyrically as well. But at the same time, it was effective.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't intricate, but at least it definitely had some form of message, which especially when we talking about new hip hop or new rap nowadays.
You know what?
That shit ain't about shit.
You said that. You know what? I'm happy they said that. I will give homie props on this. It seems like in today's hip hop and even in today's R&B, everybody wants to talk about drugs, money, cars, party bullshit. I feel like it's all the same thing. Sex, drugs, money, party, bullshit. Sex, drugs, money, party, bullshit.
Yeah.
I give it to homie for actually putting his feelings out there.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people critique that, like, especially in hip hop. You think about hip hop artists, you're supposed to be hard, you're supposed to be from the streets, you're supposed to be from the struggle. Like, you're not supposed to show fear, you're not supposed to show frustration, you're not supposed to show weakness, you're not supposed to show intimacy. So for him to be so
well, but there's a caveat to all that, and you're kind of right, but in a respect, like, that is what music is. Like, real music, like, you throw it back to the hip hop I love, you know, lyrically, and sometimes even with the tracks and the delivery, you know, it's all about, I mean, that is what they're talking about. That's what gave it drama, what gave it interest, was they were speaking on the hardships that they were going through, or they're speaking on these topics.
But they did it in such a hard way, like Pastor Troy.
Well, and that's not even, I mean, he did, but like, that's not even who I'm talking about right now. Like,
I got you.
Like, well, my favorite rapper of all time, and I mean, still, they're actually putting out a new record.
What?
I can't wait for it, but it's Immortal Technique.
Okay.
And I mean, lyrically, there's no one even fucking close that I've ever heard. You know, most of the time, the only reason, you know, I talk to somebody, why do you listen to this shit? And most of the time, it's like, well, the beat's cool. It's like, well, it's like, well, you know,
that's exactly what it is.
And that's cool. And that's cool.
Yeah, it's
but
cool.
It's like,
no, it's not.
Whatever.
Cool.
Well, I mean, it's not. But I'm saying, like, what's wrong with demanding both? Because there's people who do both. They got great music and great lyrics.
Now it's turned into. I know, and it has. It's turned into a Molly, Percocet, weed, alcohol, like, to a point to where it's so abused that people tune out of everything that is intellectual, and all you have left in music is the beat.
Well, I feel like, that's
it's in our music. It's in our music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like that's its intent. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a distraction, just like most of, you know, we're gonna get a little too maybe fucking political for this.
No. This is
what
the world needs to hear.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're here for a discussion, and that's what good music does, is it creates a discussion.
It creates a discussion.
But, you know, that's what a lot of this, all that shit on the radio, that's what it's for.
Pause.
Pause what?
I love my kids.
Anyway, that's what they want. That's why it's on the radio. It's supposed to be a distraction. So as long as you're happy and content with listening to that bullshit and hitting the club and having a good fucking time and spending all your fucking money on that bullshit.
What are you celebrating?
Yeah, you got a shit ass fucking job. Your music fucking sucks ass. Like, you got a country run by a motherfucking retard, almost literally. Like,
fuck Donald Trump.
what the, you know? Trump. So it's like, everything's cool, but you know, if you're going out to the club on occasion and you're listening to this shit, you know, that shit that, I'm gonna clip in some of that bullshit while we're talking about this.
No, it's fine.
You know what I mean? It's like, you're listening to this kind of shit,
right?
Then it's cool, but that's for that occasion. Like, you're out, you're partying, have a good time. But if that's what you're listening to all the time, it truly messes with your mind, you know. And that's what they want. They want you focused on just having a good time and bullshit, while these motherfuckers make moves to cut the taxes of the richest people on the planet, while the rest of us keep getting poorer. You know, in case you've missed it, the top 1% have gotten 80% of all the new wealth from all these tax cuts, and all the new jobs that they say that are out there now, the economy's booming and all that. Well, guess who it's booming for? It's not us. So anyway, that's what that's supposed to be, is that distraction. Pause.
Go inside. Inside. Say pause. I know what you're doing too, that's what's up. Nah, keep it up. Let's keep it up.
No, we don't need that shit.
Huh?
We don't need that. We ain't listening to nothing.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's why I take it off.
Okay.
Should have taken it off after the track anyway.
You're right.
Anyway, hey, we're gonna get our fucking rhythm.
We will.
And next time, if we do it in the garage, the door's gonna be down.
So we're not getting ate up.
Because Jesus
So
Christ.
he's not getting ate up.
It's like, I think I get bit like 20 times right now.
I got bitten
It's
back
fucking
then.
ridiculous. Yeah, I seen that big ass motherfucking mosquito. I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna let him get it. Alright. But anyway, so that was. Who the fuck is this?
XXX Tentacion. Rest in peace, man. And again, a message to the world: the young are dying too soon. They're not able to live out their lives to their full potential. Who knows what this artist could have became in the future, good or bad.
Yeah, he was saying something like
Right.
it wasn't. At least this track, you know, it had some elements to it, you know.
Yeah.
And so depending on how he was pushed musically, either
Right.
by the record labels and potentially the wrong direction, or personally as he grew, you know, from the poor history he was telling us about.
Right.
You know, maybe he could have developed even further
Right.
with the lyricism and the
It's
positive
sad, man,
topics.
because
So.
he really was.
Yeah.
He was on a better foot.
So he had some potential there. Like I said, the delivery here was a little lazy, but I feel like that was probably just a part
Intentional.
of
Yeah.
intent to help the mood of the track. So
Right.
overall, not too bad. You know, it's a good start. You know, I didn't have to rip that shit to shreds, so you didn't get to see me.
I'm gonna give him one of these days. Cause
Yeah,
y'all
let
are
us-
gonna laugh. It's gonna be
Yeah,
funny
a
as
lot.
fuck.
You know, let us know in the comments. Like I said, I was at least initially trying to keep it positive, but if you don't mind seeing me hate on some of that new age bullshit,
Hey, if you don't
let us know in
mind
the
me
comments.
seeing, if you don't mind seeing me, I'm sorry. See, look, too much of this. Until next time, my name is Ryan.
Victor.
Music Odyssey.